are here backstage at the Roseland Ballroom. I'm here with my buddy Kendrick Lamar.
Yes.
Just got off stage, tore it down.
Thank you.
Ready for show number 2 in one night.
Show 2.
And along with that, I know you just did Letterman.
Yeah, I just did Letterman.
What was
Prior
that like?
to that, I just came from a 40-day tour in Europe. So I was fresh off the plane from a show out there. And came right over here to do Letterman. And
So jet lagged.
Yeah.
Overworked. Run down.
I love it.
But you love it.
Yeah, man, this is my life. Yeah.
Tell me about doing Letterman though. Did you actually get to holla at Dave a little bit or no?
A little bit. It was moving so much though. You know, it'd be like crazy sporadic moments in there, so everybody be scattering around there. So I gotta chop it up with him for a little bit.
And you've done Letterman, you've done Kimmel,
Yeah.
you've done Fallon.
Yep. Saturday
SNL.
night. Yep.
Tell me who has the best perks for the guests?
The best perks. It
Best gift basket.
probably had to be Saturday Night Live.
Really? What they give you?
They gave me a lot of jokes.
Okay.
Backstage, it was like a real comedic type atmosphere because we waited all day, you know. So you need some type of energy around.
Stay loose.
They just had a bunch of energy all day. Crazy.
And what about doing that song, the YOLO song?
Yeah.
Did you feel like at any point that you wanted to cut in and write the lyrics, or did they write everything for you?
Nah, I wrote the lyrics.
Okay.
I wrote the lyrics on there. They basically just like, you know.
Oh, they let you just rock with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
They gave me some guidelines of what it was about. Just a fun song, and you know, I have fun with that. I like to laugh.
Are you also working on the next album?
No, I'm not.
Really?
Nah.
That's the first time I've ever asked that question. People are always like, "Yeah, I got 20 songs done. I got 3 albums worth."
Yeah. I haven't locked in album mode. You know, I write every day though. You know, I have ideas all the time. But me going to the studio and locking in and making the next album, I don't feel like I don't want to force things. You know, I still want to live in this moment. You know, my biggest mistake, you know, right now today is just not, you know, living in the moment and understanding everything that's going on. Like I told to one of them fans out there, you know, your family, you know, I still can't understand that I'm on this stage right now. You feel me?
Wow.
So I'm just trying to adapt to it and live in the moment, man. Live in the moment of rocking 2 shows in New York, going to Europe and seeing these faces before I go back in the studio and, you know, find a new experience and new inspiration to jump in.
That's interesting. So then, do you plan it out though? Like, okay, well, come September, that's when I'm gonna stop touring and I'm gonna do just album, or is it kind of up in the air?
I think right now, how I'm feeling right now, it'd be more of a moment of inspiration, you know, being inspired to go back in and be confident, you know, in what I want to say next, you know. So I don't think it'll be an actual date, you know, when I say, okay, let me stop. I'm soon to be inspired just off that, you know, just off talking to you and being in this moment right here is all inspiration. So it's all collectively, you know, gathered in my memory bank right now.
Interesting. So, you know, one thing recently I was talking to Pusha T, and he said that while he had a lot of material for his album, one of the things that actually made him go back and rethink the album, want to record more, was listening to yours.
Right.
Which is a huge compliment. I know that a lot of artists feel that way about your album. So what kind of are you listening to that is influencing the way that you think?
That's definitely a huge compliment, you know, coming from Pusha. You know, I remember in 13, 14 years old when Grinding came out, you know, so Pusha been killing it, you know. A lot of kids don't know that, you know, and that's a great feeling, you know, for him to acknowledge that. And he's actually at the listener session, you know, giving me props on it. So shout out to Push for that. Right now, I feel like hip hop is going back, you know, to that mode where people are actually challenging themselves and taking it back to the origins and the essence of it. You know, who I'm listening to right now, Joey Baddass.
Okay.
Yeah, man, that dude is crazy.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
And a lot of energy.
Yeah.
And also representing his
Yeah.
world here on the East Coast
Right.
too.
You know, he ain't afraid to be himself too, you know, and I think hip hop was just built on originality, you know, and it's going back to the essence of that, you know. I'm not saying everybody has to have a concept album or it has to be put their words together in a certain way, you know, or storytelling. It just have to have some type of originality where it makes that connection with the people. You know, everybody don't have to sound like Kendrick Lamar. Everybody don't have to sound like Pusha T or Cole or, you know,
Right.
Wale or Cudi. You know, you do you know, long as you make that connection and have that originality, the same way hip hop started on originality. You get shunned out the game from what I understand, you know, copying somebody's flow or
Biting. That would be
biting.
biting.
Right, exactly, you know, and I think it's going back to that essence.